Hello guys, so in this video we will see detailed operations of bar graph. So you will be able to see that there is already BI dashboard module installed over here. So let's go there, BI dashboard module, and over here let me go with any kind of the template. So let's say template 3, and in which we have already made one bar graph as well. So I will open that particular bar graph and will show you detailed operations, how these operations will be managed, whatever kinds of the functionality are there regarding to the bar graph, I will explain it to you. Okay, so let's take an example. This is the bar chart of country. Okay, so let me go to the full settings by quickly layout, the quick layout. Okay, let me go to the full settings. All right. Okay, so over here you will be able to see there are different kinds of the parameters and properties are defined over here. So here first of all the title or say the name of a chart or a graph will be defined. Let's say a bar chart. If you are making any another chart regarding to the sales module, purchase, inventory, accounting, then that particular name will come over here. Okay. Okay, the next thing is the model. Now over here the model is defined. Let's say just for one example we have defined here the country model, but if you want to define any another model, let's say account or sales or contact, as per your requirement, you will be also able to define it. Okay, now if you want to add this particular graph into a generic layout, so you by enabling this toggle button you will be able to add this particular graph into the generic layout as well. All right, now over here this particular thing is used for the company. So if you are not defining any company, then this particular graph will be used for all of all of the company. So this particular company you will be able to define while making a dashboard, and that particular all the layout and all the graphs will be defined in that respected company as well. Okay, so now go to the relational information. You will be able to see the view chart bar. The view type is a bar chart. Now if you want to select any another graph from here, you will be able to select it. Another thing is the operation type, that will be the count, sum and average we have defined. So suppose if you want to define a count, then this count this particular count will be get defined over here. If you want to define, let's take as a sum, then this particular sum will be get defined. If you are defining an average, then an average will be get defined over here. You will be able to see that. Okay, now here the measurement fields will be get defined. So right now over here we have defined the measurement fields at the country calling code, but if you want to define any another measurement field, then you can also define it if in a particular model there will be multiple measurement fields available there. Okay, you will be able to define that. If you want to also able to define the line measurement field, then you will be also able to define that line measurement fields as well. If you want to set the record limit, let's say if I am just setting up this record limit, let's say as a 5, then this record limit is defined over here. If I am setting as 10, then this record limit will be get defined as 10. If I am just setting up over here, let's say 20, then this 20 records will be get defined over here. You can see that, right? Now based on rule, so basically we have provided different kinds of the filters over here. So if you want to define any dynamic filter, let's say if you want to filter it by a country or something else for from this model, you will be able to click on this edit domain and will be able to apply this filter. So just for one example, I am applying the filter over here. Let's say country name. Okay, so I'm just defining the country name. I will define contains. I will define, let's say Singapore. Okay, you will be also able to define one more like multiple kinds of filters as well. And if you want to define any or all condition in between as per your logical requirement, you will be also able to define that. All right, so let me save this filter and the system will only able to show me the Singapore country related record. Okay, now the next thing is the group by. So if you want to group by any country name or any another thing, let's say if I want to define it based on the currency, I can also able to define it based on the currency as well. Okay, if I want to also apply subgroup by, so I will be also able to apply it. You can see the currency subgroup by. If I want to sort this particular field, like sort by this field, then I can also do that. You will be also able to see that. Okay, now if I want to set this order type as ascending order or descending order, I will be able to do that. This, okay. If I want to hide false value or zero value, let's say when there are multiple records are there, and in that the false value is also there, zero value is also there. So in this particular graph, if I want to hide this value, I can also do that. False value for the false value and the zero value. If I want to apply the date filter field, let's say if I want to apply the created on, if it is created on different kinds of the durations, let's say today, this week, this month, this filter, this quarter, next year. So I will be able to apply different kinds of the date filters over there. Okay. uh, Another thing is the target. So if I want to set any kind of the target, let's say over here, if I want to set the target as 450, okay. So over here you will be able to define this target as well. Okay, if I want to go to the design, before going to the design, if I want to set any kind of target color, then I can also be able to set that. Okay. If I want to change any kind of this particular layout design, like the the data format, let's say the Indian format, the Colombian peso, the exact format, so I will be able to also change it accordingly. If I want to set the graph color, I will be able to change it. It is coming from the configuration of the graph color palettes that we have defined, and we have already made a separate video for it. If you want to see that, please watch it out from our dashboard playlist as well. If I want to define this particular graph in a stacked format, you can see that. So this particular graph will be also able to display in the stacked format. These are the label positions. So if I want to set the label positions, let's say label positions will come at the bottom, label positions will come at the left, label positions will come in the right. I can also do that. If I want to show the unit or hide the unit, I can also do that. I have right now showed this unit. I have right now shown this particular unit. So if I want to set a particular monetary field, let's say monetary field, so whatever the currency is enabled, it will come. But if you want to define any custom unit over there, you can also define it. Okay, so if I want to enable the data label or disable the data label, I can be also able to do that. Right now I have enabled this data label, you can be able to see that. Okay, so enable data label. Now just for this, if there will be a data label enabled, I will be also able to set the data label background and the data label font color as well over here. If I want to set the data label positions in the top, I can also do that. If I want to, you can see it is coming at the top. If I want to define it as a center, I will be able to define it as in a center as well. Okay, so another thing is the graph. If I want to set a border width, let's say 5, so this border width will be also get changed accordingly. Okay, okay, you can see you will be only able to define this border width from 0 to 5. Okay, if I want to show graph label, I can also show that or hide it, whatever. So I have already shown this graph label. If I want to make this graph transparent, so I can enable this. Okay, if I want to set any layout information or layout tooltip, so let's say for example like a bar chart, and the layout tooltip is the let's say country related bar chart, I will be also able to do that. If you want to see a detailed video for how this layout information and layout tooltip will affect in a layout, so we have made a separate video for it. Please watch it out in our playlist of this dashboard. Next is the action. So if you want to define any action, let's say if I will click on it, this particular graph, then a different graph will be enabled. So I will be able to set a hierarchy of different actions as well, multiple actions. I will be able to see that. For this also we have made a separate video, please watch it out. Okay, if I want to set any client action or click action, how it will reflect it over here. So I will be able to also define a client action. Again, we have defined a separate video over for this client action and click action. If I want to combine this layout with any another graph, so I will be able to select this layout, whatever the different dashboards we have made, and I will be able to combine this particular layout with that dashboard as well. If I want to set a multiplier, so I will be able to also give this value over here, let's say 2 or 3. So the all these related values will be automatically get multiplied with this value, and the output will be shown. Okay, the last thing is the auto update. So regarding to this auto update, if I want to if I want to set a particular timer, let's say if there will be a timer, let's say 15 seconds, 1 minute, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. So I will be also able to set here in the custom. I will be able to set the time interval. We have also made a separate video of this configuration. So if you want to see that, you can be able to see that in a separate a playlist of this dashboard. Okay, so by default the settings will be updated on every instance. So whenever any kind of the data will be get a newly data will be get created, or a data will be get updated, this particular graph related value or say output will be automatically get updated as well. Alright, so this is a video we have made regarding to the detailed operations, how different kind of the parameters the users will be able to configure, and how it will reflect here with this particular dashboard or say graph. Alright, so over here, if I want to change it in a horizontal bar chart, I will be also able to do that. You will be able to see all these values will come in horizontal bar chart as well. So this is a video we have made for a bar chart and horizontal bar chart with detailed operations, detailed parameters and configuration. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you will have any kind of query, then please don't hesitate to ask us, and thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Have a nice day ahead. Bye, take care.